Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Jay Rivera, and today we're gonna tone it down from the usual beat downs that I ensue on a daily basis. Today we're gonna talk about something very important. We're gonna talk about how to block, because this is one of the most important skills to learn if you want to climb up in the rankings, if you want to, I don't know, beat all your friends, if you want to eventually become a tournament player. Blocking, nobody likes to do it, but it's one of those kinds of necessary evils kind of thing. Everybody needs to block. Okay, so this video is going to give you kind of some tips and tricks on how to improve your defense, improve your blocking. Lesson number one: blocking is not easy. It's hard. It's difficult. You know, it's scary because you're blocking. You're sitting in the corner. You're like, oh no, Cell's gonna fucking freaking do Cell things, and like, how am I gonna go and this? It's so scary, man. I just wanna hold up. Oh no, I held up and I died. It's like nobody likes blocking. Okay, and it's not easy, but it's also, well, in this game specifically, it's also not as hard as it could be. I mean, in other games like Guilty Gear and in BlazBlue, it's much harder than in this game. In this game, all it requires, the main thing it requires, is patience and mental fortitude. Okay. So what I like to do to kind of practice my blocking is I just like to have them do something, have an assist come in, kind of stagger the pressure here, see if I can just hold out, just try to hold on as long as possible. Pick a character. What I suggest is, if you're struggling against certain characters, right, what you can do is learn that character so that you know what to do against them, what their options are. So it's like, see, I'm just gonna try to block things around here. See, look, yeah, I didn't have the mental fortitude to watch my ankles. So this is just some of the things I do, just to try to gain patience. And I mean, it's not easy. It won't be easy because blocking is hard. Let's see, look, blocking is hard, man. But this is just one of the things that if you can force yourself to just take your hands off the controller and just hold down back and just try to sit in a corner and try to just wait it out. If you're online with that same mentality, and that's something I'll cover over later, is your mindset. If you get online and you face somebody, right, you've already seen it, right? Nothing's new. So, and that's kind of lesson number two. Lesson number two is understand your opponent's tools, right? What can Cell do? What can Goku do, right? What do their buttons look like, right? If you know that Goku does not have a crouch low, right, then you're like, okay, well, cool. I know that Goku doesn't have a crouch low. He only has one low, okay? So that makes it a bit easier to block Goku. For Cell, right, he does have a crouch low. This is a crouch low, and he also has a sliding low, and he also can chain one medium into another. So and he also has this forward heavy, which is another low. So it's understanding what your opponent can do, and then what he can do after that. That after this, all he can do is either this or one of these, right? None of those options are really safe unless he's covered with an assist, right? So noticing what strings your opponent is using, it really helps. Number three is understanding your opponent's cooldowns, or your opponent's what is this? Your opponent's assist cooldowns, right? Where the heck? Trust me, guys. I know. Yeah. See. So if you're blocking in the corner, right, and you notice that he's out of assists, there's only so many things he can do until they come back. So that's kind of an indicator as to, okay, so he doesn't really have his assists to cover him. I have an easier time blocking because I know that his unsafe moves are not really going to be covered. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Lesson number, what are we on? 4, 3? I don't know. 4. Lesson number 4, grabs. So we know them, we love them, we hate them, but they're there. And whether you like them there or not, they're there to stay. So Dragon Rush, it's kind of a unique thing where if somebody Dragon Rushes at you, actually I don't really need to jump. If somebody Dragon Rushes at you, you can tech by, I don't know, pressing any button. As soon as you see that flash, right, you press any button, you can get out, right? But this is tricky because say I press a button too fast, right? Say I see him, he's like dragging after me. I mean, obviously, say I press a button too fast, right? I notice the flash, I press it too fast, bam, you get grabbed. So one of the things that you can do to combat that, right? Say you can react to the grab, because another thing about blocking is reacting. You are gonna have to react. I'm sorry, guys. It's a hard world, and I know. Oh man, it's so hard to react online. I know it's hard, but you're just gonna have to do it, right? So, and the more you just sit in training mode and practice like certain things, like say you just practice right when he's gonna like overhead, right? Like that's pretty slow and that's pretty easy to react to, you know. I'd suggest starting there. Like just react and see like when he's gonna overhead and, you know, just block it, right? To build your reactions. But anyway, say you do react to the Dragon Rush, right? You try to press a button, right? You get fudged up. One of the suggestions I have is just react and do a Dragon Rush of your own. You'll never mess it up, right? It'll always clash, right? If you just see it, just do it, right? So that's the number one tip on how to react to grabs, which inevitably improves your defense, right? Because if your opponent, right, if he's doing one of these, right, and he catch you with that, right, if you can just like sit there and wait, right, and you see it, it's like, okay, well, cool, I know he's gonna grab me, and so you press grab, and then bam, you're out of there. Okay, cool, great. So yeah, I mean, like, all in all, any other tips I can really give you is like, know what kind of defensive options that you as a character has. I know that some characters like Hit, right? He does have a counter, but his counter only comes out on frame 4. What does that mean? That means that if Cell freaking, say, knocks him down, right? Say Cell knocks him down, okay? Cool. And he like does a meaty slide. If he does meaty slide on me, right? Then watch what happens when I try to counter. I'm gonna try just mash counter, right? It doesn't come out. Why? Because it comes out on frame 4. It doesn't come out on frame 1. So what you can do, however, is say Cell's doing a block string, right? And you're able to react to like overheads. Bam. Cool. It's like you see that he's gonna do that, right? And then wham, you get him off you, right? You know, some characters like Vegeta, they do have DPs, right? What a DP is, it's an invincible reversal move that, like, if there's any gap in the string, they're gonna get the fudge out of there, all right? I don't know which ones is, like, you know, 100% safe, but I know that EX is 100% like, get off me, get away from me, I don't want to take your pressure anymore. So, everybody does have a reversal, however, right? Say he's like, right? He's like staggering his pressure, right? And I'm like, okay. Whoops, that I didn't do it. Right? Everyone has a reversal. You can just do like level 3, it's just quarter circle back 2 buttons. If you can, not even react, but like, if you just like, if you just get it mashing, right? You just mash out level 3, and if there's a gap in the string, like see right there, there was no gap in the string, and then, you know, I totally messed up my timings, but you know, if you can react, then you can just get them off you, you know. So these little things, but the number one important thing is just block. It saves meter, it saves your life, and it keeps you alive. You can mash reflect while you're blocking, but you have to be stand blocking in order to mash reflect, which opens you up to low options if they do meaty low. So yeah, these are just some tips and tricks to help you to block better. Defense is hard, but it's something that really needs to be worked on for everybody. If you want to improve, if you want to get better, the number one thing is your defense, right? You can have all the combos in your world, you can have all the cool mix-ups in the world, but if your defense is garbage, if your defense is doodle butt cheeks, your opponent obviously only wants to like touch you once, and then bam, you're done, right? So, yeah, I hope you guys thought this was an informative video. There are going to be more to come like these where I just like kind of go over some aspects of how to improve your gameplay. So, yeah, look forward to that. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends who can't block, who are Pringles, as they say, can't watch their ankles, who get blessed by overheads and what have you. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.